people to hang around, and we do fun things. So we know you're going to get more involved. And in law enforcement, we are crazy. We come up with some cool, fun ideas to raise money for our athletes, because our athletes are our family. We love and support our athletes. And Frank is just one example of a crazy law enforcement officer who came up with this idea. This was his idea for 3 years. He's been talking about it, and we're so proud of him, and we're so grateful for the Knights of Columbus to partner with us so we could put this event together. So I'm just so proud of Frank and just grateful for all that you've done to put this together.
Thank you.
The law enforcement torch run, we would not be successful without our partners, and we have an outstanding relationship with Special Olympics. And with us this afternoon, we have the CEO of Special Olympics, Calvin Lyons, and he's going to make a few comments.
Thank you, Captain Kim. Thank you, Captain Kim. Again, my name is Calvin Lyons. I'm the President and CEO of Special Olympics, and it's good to be here, and I have to recognize Luke. Everybody knows Luke. Luke does all the work. And so round of applause for him, and we have several interns and other staff members here. I'd like to recognize them for their good work. You know, I had in my notes, the small print says that the CEO gets to participate, and the targets are 1 foot away from the barrel of his shotgun, and they're stationary. So I made sure that I won. I'm catering for you. But again, thank you for your participation today. And I'm beyond grateful to be here. And I just want to say thank you to More and More for their support and for opening the facility to us. Let's give them a round of applause. And I know Captain Kim alluded to it, but the planning committee would like to say thanks as well to the officers, the Knights of Columbus, and the Special Olympics staff. And we've applauded for them, but I think during times like this, you need as much applause as you can get. So how about another round for the planning committee? All right. I'd like to thank Sergeant Fundraiser. I think he's close by. And I'd also like to recognize Steve Bolton. Steve Bolton is the past state deputy for California Knights of Columbus and a good friend. Steve, how are you back there? I called him a couple of weeks ago and I interrupted his family cruise, and he took my call, so I'm grateful. I'd also like to recognize Jim Larson, state advocate for California Knights of Columbus. And these guys make this event happen. Good to see you again. We'll see you. And hi, Jane. Jane does all the work. She keeps Steve in line so we can get all the benefits. All right, let's go to page 2. I've got just one set of stats I need to share with you, something that's remarkable. For once, I don't think there's a better way to end the year than these types of events, so thank you for your participation. With this year's torch run, the torch has now been carried 37,500 miles over the past 35 years. 37,000 miles. It was just pointed out to me that is 5 runs around the moon, and that's amazing. So thanks to each of you for being a part of that. Additionally, at a local level, over $21 million has been raised. So thank you. And I know some of you have been involved in World Games. At the international level, it's been close to $1 billion raised. Just billion with a B. That's a lot of money. Through events like the Torch Run and the Clay Shoot today, we're able to enrich the lives of tens of thousands of athletes. So thank you for that support. We also support their communities. We give them sports, leadership training, and we support the health of athletes. So we couldn't do it without you. Our programs are free, they're year-round, and they lead to improved health, self-confidence, and that valuable independence that athletes and everyone needs. So we're excited to do it. We're grateful for your support. Please have a safe and wonderful holiday. Thanks for all you do.
Thank you, Calvin. It's a true honor, especially our first inaugural shooting clay event, to recognize a special supporter of Special Olympics who's been instrumental in our success over the years. For decades, Chief Moore. How appropriate, we're honoring him at More and More. And the other Moore is over there, his beautiful wife, Cindy Moore. So we do really have the More and More here. But Chief Moore has been involved with Special Olympics for decades. And he and I were on council together for a while. And I can just tell you, he is a true leader who believes in the movement, who has institutionalized Special Olympics within LAPD. And LAPD has exploded, by the way. They are the agency. They are the agency to try to model to be just like that, because you truly love our athletes and you give the officers an opportunity to meet our athletes, to love our athletes, and I can't thank you enough for that. You are an amazing, incredible leader. So please join me in honoring Chief Moore. He's getting our first inaugural plaque, just recognizing his continued support for Special Olympics and the Law Enforcement Torch Run. Please join me in recognizing Chief Moore.
Well, thank you, Kim, and good afternoon, everyone, and to the council, including Mike and others. Your leadership in support of these Special Olympic athletes cannot be matched, I believe, in any other engagement. As far as when you look across the philanthropic communities that support so many charitable actions, I don't think anything approaches the success of the Law Enforcement Torch Run and the law enforcement community's relationship with Special Olympics. I'm an honorary member today of the LAPD ski and track and ski team, so I want to recognize our LAPD alumni and criminal justice and so forth. I take this with great humility, recognizing that really it is all of LAPD that is in this. And there's a particular man that I want to recognize because I asked him a decade ago. I said, I'm going to hand this off to somebody. And as it was handed off to me by Jim McDonald, it was an opportunity to grow and mature the relationship between cops and our athletes. And Blake Chow took this on, and he took it on, put it on steroids. And so, Blake, I want to thank you for your continuing work every single day, whether it be tip a cop, plane pulls, ice water dunks, just some of the crazy stuff that you get us involved in. But what I'll close by saying is it's his leadership and this leadership of the members of this department who introduced the next generation of cops to this movement that will move this forward and continue it in perpetual motion. And lastly with that, it makes our cops better. This is chicken soup for the soul. There's no way that a relationship between a cop and a Special Olympian does not benefit both sides. And so while those Olympians do everything they can to compete and to win, but if they don't, that they hold their head up high, they inspire our police officers. And in a world of today, with many challenges, as we know, that's what our cops need. Is they need to know that there's people who care and love them, and that there's people out there who have challenges many times much greater than they're facing, and they do it with honor, they do it with their head high, they do it with dignity, and I'm proud of being here today and accepting this. Thank you all. God bless you all.
Great, thank you. So that's all. So let's eat.